A very good morning, dear students. Welcome to your computer class. Let us start our next topic of Unit 1, that is interjection. So, what is interjection? Actually, it is a word that is used to add emotions in your sentence. It is generally used to express the feelings, and it is generally followed by the exclamatory mark. Okay, actually it is not grammatically related with any other word in the sentence. Okay, like hurrah, we have won the match. So these types of words that are showing you the emotion or the expression or the feeling inside you at a certain moment of time, and so these words are known as interjections, and they are followed by a exclamation mark. Okay, now the use of articles. Actually, articles are basically of two type. One is your definite article and second is your indefinite article. So definite article will specify about a specific or a particular thing, like we are talking about the Jammu Tawi. The refers to the particular train, Jammu Tawi. Okay, the moon. Okay, the sun, the Ramayan. So the refers to the specific or a particular thing. Okay, let us take an example. Pramila wants to wear the blue sari which she had bought from Lucknow in the wedding of her sister. So she is talking about a particular type of sari. He is not talking about any sari. He is talking about that particular sari that she has purchased from Lucknow. Okay, that she will be wearing on her sister's marriage. Okay, and they are indefinite articles. They refer to non-specific or non-particular nouns, like a cat, a train, an egg. Okay, so let us take another example here. uh, Tushar wants to buy a motorbike. So he's not talking about which bike he wants to buy. So a bike is showing that he wants to buy a bike, but he has not decided which one. Fine. So next topic is your punctuation mark. So punctuation marks are the symbols that help to separate parts of the sentence to make it meaningful. So let us discuss some punctuation marks that we are using commonly in our sentences. First is full stop to indicate the end of the sentence. Comma we are using to put a pause in the sentence. Next is your question mark. Whenever we are using a asking a question at the end of the sentence, we are using this punctuation mark. Exclamatory mark, they are using at the end of the sentence or the word to indicate surprise, anger or shock. Next is your apostrophe. It is basically used at the end of the word followed by s. It is used to show something belongs to someone, possession. When we want to show, then we'll use apostrophe, like Harry's notebook. So we are trying to show this notebook belongs to Harry. Okay, next topic of your today's lecture is construction of a paragraph. See, paragraph actually it is a set of sentences that is focusing on a single idea or train of thoughts. Okay, so when a teacher gives you a topic on which you need to write a paragraph, so you should write a paragraph having 5 to 7 sentences of the topic that are mainly focused on the topic, and you must write 3 to 5 supporting sentences. Okay, and you should write the concluding sentences also. Okay, so you must keep this thing in your mind, and while writing these paragraphs, an article or a paragraph, you must keep in your mind when you are trying to write something in a paragraph. One paragraph must have exactly one main idea. When you are trying to change you are trying to introduce a new idea in that paragraph, you must begin with a new paragraph. Okay, okay, now next, there are 4 elements that are essential for a good paragraph writing. First is your unity, means you should focus on the main topic of the sentence, and your subsequent sentences, they must include detail related to that topic, keeping in mind that topic should not get distracted. Fine. Next is your order. let us say I told you to write a paragraph about your life journey till your current age. So you will start when you were born, then when you will discuss when you were at the age of year 1, then you will describe about year 2, and so on. So order should not be left out. Okay, it is of very great importance. So we must present the paragraph in a particular order. Next is coherence. Coherence means they every sentence you are writing should be logically connected with each other. Okay, there should be logic that is giving you a complete journey about it, or they all should be, the sentences that you are writing should be interconnected with each other. Logically they should be connected with each other, so that they are giving a complete sense related to that topic only. Okay, next is completeness. Whatever paragraph you are writing should be written completely, clearly, and it should have sufficient supporting sentences regarding that main idea. Okay, next topic of today's lecture is punctuation basics. So sorry, pronunciation basics. So pronunciation actually is very important. Pronunciation is the way you speak a word, and it should be correct, because if your pronunciation is not correct, so the listener will not be able to understand properly what you are trying to say. So in this way you will not be able to communicate effectively with the one to whom you are actually communicating. So what you should take care of: speaking words correctly, you should speak up the correct words. Phonetics should be taken care of. The sounds while speaking should be clear to you, like we are reading a word cat, so it is producing three sounds: c, a, and t. Okay, types of sounds we must know. There are three types of sounds actually. One is related to your vowels. So vowels, they produce different types of sounds. The vowels are a, e, I, o, u, and while pronouncing different words, they are spoken in different ways. Like in pit, p is not that much long. Mic, in here I is spoken in different way, and here I is being spoken in different way. You can speak and realize yourselves. Now diphthong, this is actually a combination of sounds of two vowels. When some words we find that two vowels are coming together, like o, u are coming together, o are coming together. So when we are starting from one vowel and we are shifting to another vowel, so our pronunciation should also be shifted from one vowel to another, like house. So o, from o we are shifting to u. Okay, so we must take care of this thing also. Next is your consonant. Third type of sound is your consonant. It is neither a vowel either nor a diphthong. Okay, like y, sky, sky. So this type of sound will come under your consonants. Fine. Next is your greetings and introduction. So I'll be taking this topic in my next video. Thank you.